The student of this course is warned against passing the judgment upon it before having read the entire 16 lesson. This especially applies to this introduction, in which it was been necessary to include brief reference to subject of more or less technical and scientific nature. The reason for this will be obvious after the student has read the entire 16 lesson. The student who takes up this course with an open mind and sees to it that his or her mind remains open until the last lesson shall have been read, will be richly rewarded with a broader and more accurate view of life as a whole. Well, listen on the mastermind. You can do this. You can do this. You can do it. If you believe you can. This is a course on the fundamentals of success. Success is very largely a matter of judgment on self to the ever varying and changing environments of life in a spirit of harmony and poise. Harmony is based upon understanding of the forces constituting one's environment. Therefore, this course is in reality a blueprint that may be applied straight to success, because it helps the student to interpret, understand, and make the most of this environmental process of life. Before you begin reading the law of success lesson, you should know something of the history of the course. You should know exactly what the course promises to those who follow it until they have assimilated the laws and principle upon which it is based. You should know its limitation as well as its possibilities as an aid in your fight for a place in the world. From the viewpoint of entertainment, the law of success course would be a poor second for most any of the monthly periodicals of the snappy story parody, which may be found upon the news stand of today. Before you begin reading the law of success lesson, one should something of the history of the course. You should know exactly what the course promises to those who follow it until they have assimilated the law and principle upon which it is based. You should know its limitation as well as its possibilities as an aid in your fight for a place in the world. From the viewpoint of environment, the law of success course would be a poor second for most any of the monthly periodicals of the snappy story variety, which may be found upon the news stand of today. The course has been created for the curious minded person who devotes at least a portion of his own or her time to the business of succeeding in life. The author of the law of success course has not intended to compete with those who write purely for the purpose of entertaining. The author aim in preparing this course has been of a two-fold nature, namely first to help the earnest student find out what are his or her weakness, and secondly to help create a definite plan for bridging BRDGNG, bridging those weaknesses. The most successful men and women on earth have had to correct certain weak spots in their personalities. Personalities before they begin to success. The most understanding of this weakness would stand between men and women, and success are intolerance, cupidity, seeing PID, cupidity, greed, jealousy, success, suspension, revenge, egotism, conceit, the tendency to rape, where the have not sound, and the habit of spending more than they earn. All of these common enemies of mankind, and many more not their maintained are covered by the law of success course is in such a manner that any person of reasonable intelligence may master them with but little effort or inconvenience. You should know at the very outset that the law of success course has long since passed through the experimental stage, that it already has to its credit a record of achievement that is worthy of serious throughout passing through the experimental stage, that it already has to its credit a record of achievement that is worthy of serious through thought and analysis. You should know also that the law of success course has been examined and endorsed by some of the most practical minds of this generation. The law of success course was first used as a lecture and was delivered by its author in practically every city and in many of the small localities throughout the United States over a period of more than 7 years. Perhaps you were one of the many hundreds of thousands of people who heard this lecture. The author has studied the majority of these men at close range in person. With many of them he enjoys or did enjoy before their death the privilege of close personal friendship, which enabled him to gather from their philosophy facts that would not have been available under other conditions. The author is grateful for having enjoyed the privilege of enlisting the service of the most powerful men of earth in the building of level of success course. That privilege has been remuneration enough for the work done if nothing more were ever received for it. This man have been the backbone and the foundation and the silicon of American business, finance industry, and statesmanship. The law of success epitomize the philosophy and the rules of procedure which made each of these men at men a great power in his chosen field of endeavor. It has been the author intention to present the course in the plainest and most simpler terms available, so it could be mastered by very young men and young women of the high school age with the expectation of the physiological law referred to in lesson 1 as the mastermind. The author lays no claims to having created anything basically new in this course. That he has done, however, has been to organize old truth and non-laws into practical, accessible from where they may be properly interpreted and applied by the workaday man whose needs call for a philosophy of simplicity in passing upon the merits of the laws of success. Judge Albert is graced to out understanding features connected with the philosophy impress me most. One is the simplicity with which it has been presented, and the other is the fact that its soundness is so obvious to all that it would be immediately expected.